Hey everyone, it's me Lauren from Stampin' Up. I'm here for the third project from this really beautiful paper pumpkin kit, Beyond the Horizon. Hope you're enjoying, and if you love this kit, actually, there's a suite in the current mini catalog that's similar theme to this for the watercolor picturesque, and in due time, the refills and repeats of this kit will come up in a couple months if you really like it. Me, I'm tempted to look into it a little more. I just made my pre-order for the new annual catalog, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's all this other stuff I like. Well, one thing at a time. Okay, so here's the last project instructions, and in case you forget, these are really great to use. Alright, so I'm just going to start pulling some materials, and let's make some stuffs. Alright, so I've got a whole bunch of pieces that I may or may not need. That's where I'm looking at my instructions. I got some of that, but I think I gotta check to see if I got any more pieces to go with it. I've got my stamps. I've got my ink already on the table. I need one of those. I need some ribbon. We got some ribbon happening today, which is cool. I've got pieces of an envelope here. Because my sponsor loves to cut up envelopes. And I've got a piece of a cardstock, piece of an envelope. Okay, there's some mountains. That way I can keep track of what I've used and not used. I'm gonna need one of these beautiful card bases. And, okay, let me see. I think I got everything I need. I think. Oh, and just to mention, because I don't really show them, because I tend to keep them for other stuff, is these envelopes are absolutely beautiful. So, I tend to end up using them for something else. Hence why this one got all cut up here. Alright, let's get started. So, we're going to do some stamping first. We're going to stamp the back of the card and the sentiment on a piece of paper, which is this. And I'm just going to bump some of these materials off to the side so they're not in the way. Okay, let's do the card base first as I rearrange my desk 20 times here. So I got my Color the Kitty stamp. That I just love because it's so me. Like when I originally saw it in a store, I'm like, this is just somewhere else where I've seen it. And I bought it because it was a cat, and I'm like, I like cats because I identify as a cat in personality. But it wasn't until sometime later I'm like, this would really work for being Color the Kitty. So next is the Created by little stamp, which is so tiny. Uh-oh, I hear my laundry's done. So I gotta go work on that in a short after this video. Laundry day over here in this household. Of course, you probably hear TV in the background because my partner upstairs is watching YouTube SCP stuff. Hey, if you're into that, let's have a conversation. I've seen pieces here and there. I'm not really into the whole SCP concepts, but no, I can appreciate fan fiction really well. I am a Star Wars nut. I'm actually excited for this week. Actually, the day that this video drops into the Candle's Putting Together event, I will be at a kendo class, which is exciting. Okay, so the original here had the stamp, I will always be here for you. I'm thinking of going with not that stamp. I'll always be here for you. What's my other options? Best wishes don't fit. Sending you birthday wishes would work. Yeah, I want to do a birthday card. And that's coming from the bonus stamp set here, which is nice. So let's go sending you birthday wishes. Which I think is a really nice stamp. You can never have enough birthday cards and thank you cards, in my opinion. I mean, personally, it's so many out there. Alright, we got, they're sending you birthday wishes. Clean my stamp, and then we're done for stamping for now. Which is really nice. Really good way to go here. Now we gotta start assembling. Okay. So we got a card base, and yes, there is a score line on there, which makes folding a world easier. And then I'm just gonna grab that, push that. This is wet for some reason. Alright, I got my card base. So it's suggesting to start putting the pieces on. So let's get what we need from the side here. So it's got one of these. Oh, I almost put it away. And then we got the mountains. Let's do one at a time here. That way we can keep focused. Now now this is embossed actually. You can't even see it, but it is. So you can kind of see it now. So I want the textured outright to be on the outside, because that's my preference. And I'm just going to flip it over to the side that I want to put the glue on. And I grab my little trusty pokey stick. And it's suggesting to put some glue dots in the corners and in the middle. Like so. And then one more. Then one more again. So there's my 5. I'm going to peel off the white caps. I'm just going to pick that up and then essentially stick it on my card base wherever, kind of sort of like on there, which to me kind of kills half the picture, but I don't know. It's just my point of view. So then next is, look at the mountains. Take the bigger mountain first, it's suggesting. And glue that down next. I'm going to do it one at a time. Now I can keep track of which pieces is which and where they go, because it does get a little bit confusing. So I'm just looking here. Because it looked like when I originally did this, the mountains go on top of the green tag. So let me grab that too. It's one of those rare times where it doesn't quite look right for me. So I'm just going to pop out this little green tag. As you can see, I'm almost through all my pieces. Alright, I'm going to put the green tag down first, and then build around it. So the green tag gets, according to this, three dimensional, 3 glue dots, like so. And I found over the years, these instructions have gotten so much better. The ones from like 2 years ago are pretty rough. I still have a bunch of those, and I'm like, I'll go to look to a kid. I'm like, oh yeah, these instructions are rough. They're not as good as they are now. Okay. I'm going to bring this a little closer because this was a little bit confusing for me. So I'm just going to drop that green piece on. I'm hoping it's lined up. It's not bad. There. We'll just wing it. And then the mountains will go next. The big mountains. A little bit on top. And it's suggesting 3 glue dots for the big mountains. Alright, got that. stick them more or less right on top. Like so. There's the mountains. And we got some green mountains happening here, dark green. Alright. I've almost ripped it. It's so unfortunately easy to do. It's suggesting again 3 glue dots for the little mountains. And pull off the white caps. And then deposit these guys kind of sorta on like there. That looks pretty cool. Alright, and then we've got our tag here. Now, we got some cutting to do. So according to this, it wants 7.5 inches for the ribbon. I tend to cut 8 because it's my preference. So here's some nice ribbon this actually came with. So I'm just going to open it up. Grab some scissors. I'm going to cut it at 8. Or I was going to cut it at 8. There. I'm actually really getting into the whole ribbon thing lately. And there's actually a lot of ribbon on here too. Quite a bit, enough to do some more fun stuff with. Which I thought was really nice. Sometimes they give a little extra. Just for, you know. If they're going to print it anyway. Or print it or make it. Here's some ribbon. Alright, so it's suggesting an interesting fold here. So I'm going to get it lined up. Where, kind of like that, it's suggesting. So it wants, I'm going to pull up my tags, we're going to need it. Once it cooperates with me. So I'm going to keep it on here so I can tell what's happening. And it's suggesting, which is interesting, a glue dot here, and then a glue dot here, and another one here so I can put the tag on. I'm kind of doing it that way so I can hope this all kind of sort of stays together. So I actually really like the technique with this ribbon this time because I don't do bows very well. I know I gotta work on that. And of course, the hardest part is getting the caps off of these really nice glue dots onto this beautiful ribbon. And that's part of the challenge. That's for having a needle or a pokey stick or something. So I'm just gonna fix it. And I'm gonna stick my tag right on it. There we go. Interesting concept, eh? I really like this. I'm gonna flip it over. And then we're gonna use some dimensionals to complete this beauty. And hopefully it all sticks together here. Peel off the pieces and hopefully it all stays on. Grab this, and then this goes kind of sorta overlapping everything like so, which is really, really pretty, like that. And then lastly, we've got these beautiful sequins happening. I'm gonna use 3 big ones actually, because it's only showing 3. Come on. I'm gonna put one down here. I usually put it on the tag, but today I'm in the mood to put it a little bit somewhere else. And then this one landed where I did not want it to land, so I'm trying to peel it back up carefully to stick it where I want it to go. And I hope it cooperates. Come on. Come on. It is not wanting to cooperate with me today. Worst case, I can peel off the adhesive and grab a glue dot. If I'm really, really... I might have to. Alright, I'll work with it. Alright, it's there. It's just being a pest. And I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to put that one up there. And I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to put him over here inside. Let's put him there. There. There's a pleasant little project. And that marks the end of this project. Hope you definitely enjoyed and such. Feel free to hashtag replay if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin or you want to do some crafting. Hey, I'm willing to hear you out and see what I can do for you. Alright, well, that being said, I'm going to say bye for now and feel free to hashtag replay. See you, everybody. Whoops. Wrong tag.